Say, oh, beat talk, beat, What up, everybody? Your boy Boots Green back again, baby. You know how we do. Every Sunday, every week, we have a new drummer, you know what I'm saying? A new producer, beat maker, somebody up the beat side, you know? And today I have the honor and the privilege of talking with my bro from another mother, all the way across the waters, you know? By way of London, baby, UK. Everyone, please give a huge round of applause for Kaz.
What up, man?
What up, bro?
What up, man? Man, it's so good to be here, man. Thank you so much for having me and making the time, bro. So, yeah.
God, it's great. I got the sunlight in front of me. I got you right here on the Zoom ski. I got the drums in the background, keyboard in the front, microphones. Like, whatever we need to do today is a good day.
Let's get it. Let's write something.
Right over Zoom.
100%.
Yo, man, how's everything been going with you through this whole, this whole pandemic crap, man?
Man, it's been a bit crazy, but you know what? Like, thinking about it, looking through the whole process of this year, like especially coming off tour, it's been like, it's just nice to kind of be home. I've been trying to be able to like find my way of positivity through this. Like, try not to think about the negatives where we're not able to tour, move around, meet people like we usually do, give them a hug, like see my boy Eric and just like, yo, Boots, like what's going on, bro? Like, I can't even see you, I can't hang, I can't do that shit. Like, we're gonna do this thing called a hug. There's this thing called a hug. Like, that shit don't even exist anymore. So it's like,
no, it don't.
It's like elbows, legs,
right?
Like fist bumps,
air bumps,
bumps, all that, man. Like, hey, man, it is what it is. But I think that the most important thing was like for me to be here to finish stuff like my album and just to like, do life stuff, and that's been a great like privilege, and it's been humbling to like take that time to do life stuff, like cooking, like fixing the home, you know what I mean, and like just catching up with people that you haven't been in touch with for so long, and on top of that, just coming back here and learning things and forever, gaining knowledge. Like, there's no, that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always wanting to learn, bro. Like,
dope.
So we're all just trying to grow and take that journey, and it's been a nice time to learn, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm grateful for that, man.
So, bro, man, tell me in the world, how old were you when you first started playing drums?
It's interesting. So like I started playing at 5, and I started busking at 11 on the street. Busking, you know what busking is, right? Like,
no.
Basically street performing.
Oh, okay, dope. Okay.
Like, you go out, you're just trying to make a buck, or we call it the pound.
The pound. Yep, the pound. Yeah. Yep.
But to earn that pound, it doesn't sound right when you say you got to earn that dollar.
Earn that pound.
You got to earn that pound, man. So that GBP, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh my God. Shut up, yo. A GBP. Right.
But yeah, man. But I basically fell in love with rhythm, man. And I had this thing when I was a kid. I used to relate like drums to color.
Okay.
Like, because I later found out, and that will come in a bit later, but I can see color when I hear things. So like, people used to like call me a freak, just saying, why is this guy like listening to this tune and saying it's orange and blue? Like, this guy, is he tripping? Like,
that's dope.
What are you taking? It's like,
right.
And I was I realized later on I had synesthesia, which is, it's not really a condition, but it's like it's a very rare thing that most people have. Like, some people have, like Jimi Hendrix had it.
Okay. I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like the song Purple Haze.
Yeah.
That he wrote, and that is based on him seeing color. So it's like, So that's how he wrote this tune. Obviously, he was probably like high as F, but
Yeah.
but I think for me it was just like music spoke to me in that way, and I started realizing I was self-taught, you know. So I just watched my heroes, and watch Simon Phillips, Billy Cobham, and all the greats, man. And then you watch like the modern guys like our big bro like Aaron Spears and Chris Cole, and we're like, man, and yeah. And then it came to a point, man. I was just like, I basically I couldn't play drums for like a year when I was in my teens because I ended up being stabbed. So,
whoa.
Yeah, so I came out.
It just got real on this jaw. We just went from beat.
Yeah.
We just went from beat talk to stab talk. Oh man.
Yeah, man. It was great. It was crazy because I was doing my first session, and it was a really good one for me. And then I ended up being in a coma, man, for 91 days, 3 hours and 47 minutes. So
what?
Yeah, man. So it got real, but then I woke up. Out of those 3 months, all I remember is my mom told me that she was slapping me every day to wake my ass up. Like, you know, like you gotta you gotta get up for school, slap you, kind of wake up. So she so she was like, wake up, and then she played this tune which was from like, it's an old classical tune from like Debussy. It's like a great composer.
Okay.
I woke up to music, bro, and I was just like, wow, out of all these days it took for that to kind of make me feel like I could wake up and feel like I had a second chance. And basically I just worked myself up to strengthen my legs, and I lost a lot of blood, and then I just went back on the drums. But what I realized is that my synesthesia like grew like massively. My senses were like, whoa. And then the first thing I did whilst I was recovering with my legs, because it took a while, I was on a piano, and I started like playing random things, and it was like,
wow,
relating to me. And then I didn't know what I was playing, but it was music.
Yeah.
So I just realized I could make some music, and I just made it a thing. So that's how I became a composer and kind of kept it together. And that's like, it's a weird connection, but
this is why I love this, man. Some people probably don't know this, bro.
Yeah, well, no, not many people know. I've done it in some interviews, but just FYI, don't get stabbed to try get this thing. Just trust me.
Don't get stabbed.
Don't get stabbed. Just like, be you, enjoy your life, and discover and learn. Because just because I have this thing, I still learn, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm playing, and where I am in my career, like, it's a, all grace to God, like, giving me this opportunity. But when I was, when I saw you, I was like, fuck, I'm starstruck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn, bro.
My guy's holding a microphone and an iPhone connected to like a Go broadcast thing, and he's like, "Yo, Kaz, can we do like a little?" I'm like, "Shit, this is."
Yeah, you crazy, yo.
This Boots, and the thing is, the funny thing is, we spoke about life. That's the most amazing thing, because we didn't talk about drums. We basically like did the 10-second, oh, bro, man, I love what you do, man. I love what you're doing. You're doing so great. And I was like, man, I love what you do. All right, and now we're talking about life. It's just, we talked about life for a whole hour, and I'm like,
I remember that, bro.
Yeah, and I remember we sat there and we were like, I wanna know you more. And I was like, I wanna know you more. And that's what makes me better. That's what makes me better as a person, as a creator, in a spiritual world, and actually energy wise, because it's like, that's why you live for that, because it's like, and that's how I learned, like, to be where I am, from being that 5-year-old kid who had a dream to play big stages, to like to now where I've had that opportunity and I still have that opportunity. However, the best thing for me is that it came full circle and I got to meet my inspirations around that. And that's, you being one of them and so many other like cats, man. And
bro.
it's just, yeah, man, it's like literally a blessing. It's a blessing, bro.
I'm about to say, yeah, bro, that's I'm glad you said that too on the low, as far as like, you know, how you came from being 5 years old and, you know, to you know, seeing your inspirations, and then you've reached that level where it's like, now I'm really playing with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really up here hanging with them and we just talking about life. And that's a major thing in the drum world that I think is missing. Because a lot of people, to me nowadays, is like, you know, everybody wants to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's okay to be, you know, to want to be known and seen and everything, but it's like you said, all those things help inspire like your spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Like your creative side, like it helps you open up a bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying?
So I play for Josh Groban, for example, bro. Like, and Josh is like one of my, like, he taught me so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he called me because he was like, yo, bro, can you be in my band? And I was like, bro, I'd love to. But then he asked me, I love what you do in your composing. Could you write a song for our tour and just go in?
Okay.
I was like, really? So and the fact that I did that, it made me think. He values musicians, the musicians that are in his field, because that is who he trusts. And that's the same thing that made me realize, like, with like you guys, like, you know, with you and 1500 and all those cats, because that's a family, and that's and they value. Let's just keep saying this, value. You know what I'm saying?
Value.
Value,
talk, bro.
Yeah, because that changed my whole perception, because I know that I don't have to do anything like work-wise, but I can always just call them and say, hey man, what's up? Like, let's you want to come over for a barbecue? You want to come here for a
right.
So, like, that is what keeps you going, and that is what allowed me to go, I'm actually okay where I am. Whereas when you're that young kid, just like, yo, bro, I got chops. Give me a gig. I'm like, man, well, because you said that, you ain't ready, and I was like, everyone was that. Yeah, of course. Like, everyone was that when they're a kid, but it takes a long time for someone to feel that way, and to not feel that way until you're in it. Mm-hmm. And I learned the biggest lesson of my life was basically just that, like the fact that there was such another world. When I came into America, like working there a lot more than I was here. Like it changed my whole ethic of how you should be. It's like, wow. And I'm gonna tell you, because like London culture is like, I wouldn't say like New York. I wouldn't say like,
I know what you mean though, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's more like there's no competition, but it's like nobody wants to know anybody. It's insecure. But in America, when I got there, everyone was just like, yo man, how's it going, bro? Oh man, look. You know, I remember when I was 2014, I came in my first time in the States, man, and I was like nervous, because I was like, man, like I'm here doing a drum clinic, and then like people really valued you as a person, but they took the time to chill, they'll hang, and then it's just like they'll go to LA, and then it's just like you bump into, like, you know, Brian Fraser Moore comes down and he comes to your studio, he's like, Kaz, oh my Kaz, I'm like, wow, he's actually a nut bar, but I love him. It's like, and you love, you know, everyone knows Brian, man, like Brian is that guy, like
everyone, that's real talk.
And
that's the OG.
And and the fact that he's OG, but he gives you time. He gives you his time. There you go. Values you, and to allow you to also feel like that's what we're doing. That's what we do this for, because we're all a community, man.
What are you doing on the Seth Meyers show? Like, I looked up one day and was like, huh? was like, yo.
What?
Yo, this is real right now.
Why the hell is this British guy doing this? He's taking our USD and converting it to GBP.
Right. How many GBPs is he getting for this shit?
Yeah. Why is he taking a GBP? God damn it! No, it's like, no. Yeah, man. It's a blessing, man, because, like I said, with hard work and I guess like you just doing your thing, these amazing opportunities arise, and it was so crazy, man. It was on the day of my birthday that I got a call.
Oh, look at that!
And it's
look at God, bro, creator,
right up there, bro.
Yep.
And it literally, Eric, the producer of the show, is a drum like.
Yeah, Eric is, and he's funny as shit.
He's so fun. Like, bro, me and him just text each other like bagels, bro. Like, I ain't even joking. Like, yesterday I had a bagel and I just went, yo, Eric.
Look at that. Shut up. Y'all are stupid.
Next day. Bagels.
Bagel day.
Oh, what else we going to talk about? Oh, yeah. Another bagel I'm about to order. Like, what's going on?
My God.
And he just basically gave me an opportunity and I was like grateful for it. And yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. And it's nice to kind of do things like that when they know that, if you can do something at home, why not bring other guys? Like he's bringing so many cats, and it's like, it's fun to do, man. Like I don't know, it's a late show, so I was sleeping. I was like, I don't know when it's airing, and NBC, we don't have NBC here, like. But it was such a great warming thing when people were like really happy to say, oh man, it's so good that you were there. And like when you saw it, he was probably like, why is he taking my GBP? It's all good.
I was like, come on, man, I need my GBPs, bro.
GBPs, man.
Killing me.
So I play Tama drums, and they've been my go-to for. Wow, obviously Zildjian cymbals with some weird shit. I always play weird shit. And then I also have a signature stick with Zildjian as well that I released probably a few months before Aaron Spears' version with Zildjian. So we've been like, it was just a dream come true, man, because
that's dope, man.
I was a kid playing Dennis Chambers sticks, bro. I was like, you get that stick, and you're like, I wish I was Dennis.
I think everybody air drum when he was a kid. You had to.
You had to, but
you had to.
To fusion stuff, doing rolls and air drumming.
Yep.
That it don't work when you do it in real life on the real kit. When you're after air drumming, it don't work.
Especially like when you try it at church or something.
Yeah.
Like, nah, it ain't work.
Yeah, I mean it's just, I was always like dreamt of that stick, and Zildjian was definitely like, to now to be able to have the same, to be on the same as an artist's signature. Right. It was a dream come true. And then so I've got, and Remo, shout out to Remo.
Remoski.
Chris Hart, my boy. And then what else is it? Earthworks microphones, that's what I use. Earthworks and Roland Electronics, you know how it is.
Of course, Roland, Roland family.
Yes, sir. And I've like really cool little like things, man, that I've been really working on with like Groove X click, which is an amazing like wedge thing. So shout out to Sarah Hagen and Russ Miller for that.
Sarah.
Yeah, love you, Sarah.
You had a few albums out, man. I'm literally about to check out the last one you put out. What's it called? Motions or?
Motions? Motions. Yeah. So it's a drumless album. All 5 of my records have been drumless, and
that's dope.
It just became a thing. It's just like, I was in university. I was broke. I was a broke ass dude with no GBP.
It's a real game with no GBPs. It's a real game.
Yeah. So I had to like figure out, man, like you're in university and you're studying, and I was like trying to finish a degree in something that I didn't need to do when I started working more.
Mm-hmm.
But I believed in like the system of what you've got to finish what you start.
Right.
Like you don't just start something and walk away from it.
Right.
You know? And it's the same thing when you're committing in a project, you're doing a work, like writing a tune, anything like that. You just got to finish what you started.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my moral in life. So when I came back from tour, I just finished my studies, but then I was broke. You know, your education.
I know that life anyway. I know that life.
Yeah, and I had $60 left in my bank, and I ended up being like on my last year of university, and I started writing a bunch of drum songs because I was like, hopefully, you know, this could go on iTunes, and I found a way you could do it. I put it out, and yeah, like that was my last. That was like $50 to upload the album.
I'm about to say, yeah, right.
So I got like 10. I got about 10 left, and just like, all right, I'm gonna eat pasta for like 3 weeks. I went to like a cash and carry, which is like a Costco thing. 2 big ass bags of pasta and fresh tomatoes, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna do this, and then you know you get a residual thing, and like every like week, I think like 2-3 weeks went by, and I was like, man, I'm struggling, man. It's gonna be tough. And what happened was, like people started hitting me up saying, yo, Tony Royster's playing to your song, man. Really?
Yep.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, when he was, you know, when we used to play with Sabian, and he was just like, yeah, let me have a look. And so I went on YouTube, and I didn't have a laptop at the time because I was using the university computer to produce my beats.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope.
I stayed 24 hours just to make like 9 tunes and just to put it out there for people to shed to. So the first thing was like, I don't know, like, because I just named it as a weird thing, like Kaz drummer play-alongs or something. Because I didn't
play-alongs.
Yeah, play-alongs. You know, when I'm a kid, you know, when you're like 20-something years old, and you're like, I don't know what to call it. I'm just calling it, you know, when you realize that the album titles are really important, and then
yes, they are.
And I think that Tony just found out that I was, you know, like doing, and then all of a sudden, it just people started buying it. Like he played one song, and then people started going crazy, and then I sent a track over to Aaron. Like Aaron Spears is like my big brother. Like he's seen me since day one, like in the game. And you know, there was the fact is, I just sent him 7 to the power of 6, which was actually my final year assessment, which I had to make a tune that was 2 time signatures, and it was like 7, and then I put 6, and then it just became a thing. And then all of a sudden, when Aaron played it at a London Drum Show, I wasn't there because I ended up going on tour, but he was like, hey, I just want to play this song called 7 to the power of 6, made by my friend Kaz. And everyone just started going, oh, what? Like, what? That's like our Kaz, like the UK guy Kaz. And then all of a sudden, so many people started like buying this track, and everyone, like, there's hundreds of thousands of people like covering this tune with like a 4-year-old playing to like a 6-year-old playing. And it's like, that was so inspiring for me, man, because I just, that was my goal, to connect everybody through music together.
We need people like you, bro. Like people that see music differently, that approaches music differently, that want to even learn differently. You know what I'm saying? Like you have different inspirations, you know, for your learnings, like and for your growth. So to me, that's like a great, you know, characteristic about you, because you're willing to let things, you know what I'm saying, move you and motivate you.
They're like, oh, you don't practice 6-7 hours a day? Nah, man.
Well, I practice, but not 6, 7, 8 hours a day. We're not doing that. Because there's only 24. Well, there's only 24, and I'm only going to probably be about 12 to 13 of those.
Yeah. Well, unless you're, you know, another cat that I watch a lot, I've been a fan of when I was a kid, it was Nick Smith. You know, and I always watch his posts like where he's like, maximize your 24, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, I mean, unless you're him,
Yeah.
I'm good. Like,
I got 2 kids. I'm good.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Those days are over. But like I said, like I'm not married, but I have responsibilities. I have a girl and stuff, like just to be able to like do life shit, because that allows me to just have a balanced lifestyle a bit more, man.
Yeah. So my brother, thank you so much, man, for like just being you on here, man. Thank you for letting the world know some things I guarantee a lot of y'all didn't know, because I definitely didn't know 99% of this shit. But I'm grateful for knowing this, because this is what the community is about. It's not about just the freaking drums and the color of the drums and the sticks we play. And no, like we all wake up as our name, you know what I'm saying? Like as our first given name. So Kaz, I just love you, bro. And I thank you for connecting with me. I'm across the water and just, taking your time out. What time is it over there?
It's 20 to 10, so it's 9:40 p.m.
Okay, cool.
That's home time for me.
Huh?
It's home time for me, bro.
There you go. But no, man. So like, if you can let the people know where they can find you at, because I know you guys probably gonna want some questions for him. You probably want to hear his next album because you know he got like 10 of them. So, but where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me on Kaz Drums, like on Instagram at Kaz Drums, or just Kaz Rodriguez. You know, YouTube, whatever, I don't know, like Kaz Rodriguez. But I have play-along albums out on iTunes and Spotify. And yeah, just hit me up if you want to say hello and just hang or see what food I'm cooking. Cool.
No, real talk though. I'm definitely gonna check the cooking out. See what you're talking about. There's a lot of cats, a lot of drummers and musicians and producers. Everybody be cooking. So I'm trying to see who really. I might do that next. Have like a cooking show. Seriously, bro. Thank you so much for your time. No please, everybody, go follow my brother. Check his music out. Check everything out. As you can see, his room is like crazy. So you know his mind is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So follow him, support. We'll see you next week. Beat Talk with Boot Screen. Peace. Say beat talk, beat.